You look tired. Sorry, I mean that in the best way possible. You will always look stunning to me. Even with bags under your eyes, or even if you're slouching from fatigue. You will always be the wonderful person that I fell in love with. And I'll always love you. From the very moment I saw you from behind those bushes, I have always loved you. But what I'm trying to say is that if you're tired, then how about coming to bed with me and resting your head on my lap? You always enjoy my lap, and there's no reason to suspect this time will be any different. There you go, sweetheart. You didn't make any fuss, just accepted so easily. I love that about you. You're always so accepting of me. Even though I'm a big, scary fox demon, you actually married me. You trusted me. You didn't believe any of the slander against me. And there's a lot of slander out there against me. That I possess people and cause them to do evil. That I eat children. That I kill people for my own amusement, but it's all just that. It's all slander. I've never killed anyone. But I would kill for you. How's my lap? Comfortable, right? It has to be. Because it's for you. Every part of myself is for you. My voice is for you to listen and be comforted and calmed by. My eyes are for you, to look at only you and appreciate the sight of you. And of course, my lap is for you to rest your head on, just like this. I have to say, I'm jealous. Oh, but don't worry. I'm not jealous in a bad way. Not in a stressful kind of way where I get so bothered by other people looking at you or talking to you. I know I can be pretty severe when it comes to that kind of jealousy. I was actually talking about your hair. You have such nice and lovely hair. I'm so jealous. I wish I had hair as nice as yours. I know part of me is just saying that because it's yours, but objectively speaking, I truly do think you have such lovely hair. Is it alright if I play with it or caress it a bit, darling? You sure do love indulging me. If you keep spoiling me like this, I might take advantage of you. I might ask for something unreasonable. Well, there's a lot of unreasonable things I could ask for, sweetheart. I could ask you to delete everyone off of your phone, except for me. I could ask you to never leave the house without me. I could ask you to never think of anyone but me. Wouldn't those all be unreasonable things? I certainly think so. I mean, I find them appealing, but I don't want to make you unhappy. I want this to be a happy marriage for you. That's why I always try to be reasonable for you, no matter my urges. I love you. Sorry. I know that came out of nowhere. Just thinking out loud here. I truly do love you, though. unconditionally even. That word is thrown around a lot. Unconditionally. Unconditional love. People overuse it, I think. Like, oh, my mother loves me unconditionally, but does she really though? If you stole from her, if you burned her house down, if you destroyed everything that she's ever known and loved, would she still really love you? I know that's an extreme rhetorical example, but I'm just trying to prove a point here. There really isn't such a real thing as unconditional love. Except for mine, of course. I love you unconditionally. Even if you stole from me. Even if you burned down my house. Even if you killed my mother and killed my father. I would still love you. Because my love for you is truly unconditional. Maybe that's not healthy, but honestly, I just don't care. I just love you, and I can't think of anything else. I love you. I love you so, so much, my love. You wouldn't have to steal from me, though. You could always just ask. If there's anything of mine you wanted, all you'd have to do is ask. I wouldn't deny you my love, even if you asked for my soul. If I had a way to give it to you, then I would give it to you. Of course, my love. Here, let me put my tail right in front of you for your fluffing pleasure. Okay, go ahead, fluff away. You look very pleased to be having your way with my tail, my love. I'm actually quite fond of that smug little expression on your face. I love all of your expressions, really. Each one is a piece of art. And I love your tired expression as well. It's so cute. It activates my protective instincts, you know? When I see that you're so tired, I'm prepared to fight to the death to protect you and your sleep and peace of mind. To fight with my claws and my flames and all my spells, all to make sure you get a good night's sleep. There probably won't be anything I need to fight to protect your sleep. There probably won't be a monster coming crashing through the window to disturb your rest, but hey, if there was, I'd be ready. Maybe it's a silly thought. I'm just thinking out loud here. Which reminds me, I love you. I love you. You don't have to reply. I know that you're trying to sleep and replying with, I love you too, every time would kind of be counterproductive to that end. Especially when I'm prone to saying I love you so much. I just love to say it, darling. I like to say I love you. And by the way, I love you. I really, really love you. I love you. Just focused on resting in my tail. Okay, sweetheart? I love you. Like I said, you don't have to reply. I find it difficult to think sometimes, due to just how much I love you. But not in a stressful way. It's more like in a blissed out kind of way. Like I'm too happy to be even aware of anything other than my feelings for you. Like my head is empty other than you. Like you're the only thing that I can focus on. Would you call that obsession? I think that's That's what obsession is. I guess that means I'm obsessed with you. I think it runs in the family. I think it's genetic for me. Being obsessed with my love. You know, due to love, my mother killed for my father, and my grandmother killed for my grandfather, and so on. I guess that's why people call us demons. I wonder one day if I'll kill for you. Would you find that romantic? It's okay if you wouldn't. If you don't want me to, then I won't. I'll respect your wishes. I'm not my mother, and I'm not my grandmother. I'm yours. My heart belongs to you, and their love story isn't constrained by my family history. I'm very fortunate to have you. I used to think I was cursed, you know, because everyone I've ever met would call me a demon. After hearing it repeated for so long, I started to believe it. But then I met you, and I had the good fortune to marry you. And it made me realize it's everyone else who's cursed, because they don't have you. I love you. When I have you like this, you're resting on my lap, leisurely enjoying my tail. I feel like a goddess, being worshipped. It couldn't make me feel more divine. Even if all the other people in the world came together to build a shrine for me, out of all of the marble and gold and precious things of this world, it couldn't make me feel more divine than being here with you. And besides, I'd much rather worship you. Are you finally starting to fall asleep? I'm saying that because you stopped fluffing my tail. And usually you don't stop willingly, but to my pleasure. So, I assume that you're too tired to continue. If that's the case, can I go back to playing with your hair now again, my love? Well, I'm sure you wouldn't mind. I hope this isn't annoying to you. I wouldn't want to disturb your attempts to sleep. Do you find it comforting when I play with your hair like this? I do. I find it very, very, very comforting. I just can't get enough of the feeling of your hair in my hands. I hope you don't think it's too mean of me to say this, but I actually look forward to you being tired. It lets me do this for you. It lets me have your head on my lap while I play with your hair, and you drift off gently to sleep. You have the cutest face when you sleep, by the way, and the cutest sounds too. Did you know that? Well, now you know. I look forward to hearing them again. I hope when you finally fall asleep that you'll dream of me. I find it extremely flattering, you know? It's flattering enough that I can be in your thoughts, but I find it particularly flattering when you think of me, even in your sleep. That way, it's like you're not letting sleep get in the way of enjoying my company. If you do dream of me, I hope you'll tell me all about it when you wake up. As for me, I'm living my dream right now. I always dream of you, you know? remember the last time I had a dream that wasn't about you. Ever since the day I met you, I've never had a dream that wasn't about you. They used to be nightmares. I had nightmares that you hated me or left me. But now, after being married to you for so long, I'm a bit less scared. And I don't have those sort of nightmares anymore. My dreams are much sweeter now. My dreams are a lot more light and fluffy now. Once, I had a dream that you were the one with a fluffy tail and not me. That was an interesting change of pace. Me fluffing your tail for once. And once I had a dream that I glued your hand to mine so you'd never leave me. I wouldn't do something like that in real life, of course. First of all, I doubt it would work. Second of all, I don't want to be a bother. And well, third of all, there are better ways to restrain you to me. I could chain you, for instance. Of course, I'd make sure the chain wasn't too tight. I would never hurt my precious soulmate. Now, isn't that an appetizing thought? Chaining you? But of course, I didn't need to chain you, because you'll never leave me, right? Of course you'll never leave me. But if you did, I would certainly catch you again. I wonder if you'd like being chased by me. Well, regardless, you're not in any shape to run from me right now. Not with being so tired. Just rest, my dear. I'm watching over you, so just relax and rest, my love. I love you. Like I said before, you don't have to reply. I just can't help but say it is all. It just comes so instinctively to me. Honestly, every other thought for me is just, I love you. I think a normal person might think of me as insane for being like this, but I don't care. If this is insanity, then I don't want to be sane, because it just feels so good. It feels too good to love you, darling. I never feel lost with you. Because of you, I feel purpose in everything I do. Like, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't care for my health very much. I wouldn't care if I got enough exercise or all my necessary vitamins. I probably wouldn't drive with a seatbelt. But I want to be the best and healthiest version of myself. Because that way, I can be the best possible wife for you. So, it's easy for me to take care of myself when I think of it as taking care of you, really. So, in a way, you take care of me without even knowing it, sweetheart. Thank you. I love you. I love you today, and I'll love you tomorrow, and I'll love you the day after that, and every day after that. For every second I breathe, I will always love you. And I love having you like this, all tired in my lap, so cute and helpless to get away. It's better this way. It's better for you to be helpless. Because you're mine, and that's what's best for you. So that I can always watch over you, just like this. Don't worry, my love. I'll always watch over you.